Hey everybody, welcome back to the Daily Bern. Come on in, this is the war room of the political revolution. What this is a daily inspirational, motivational show for all of us that are out there every day fighting in this political revolution in order to transform our government into one that works for the people. Please like and share and comment. Any interaction in the show helps us do better in the algorithm and get out to more viewers. Plus, I love hearing from you. So comment and take part in the show. But thanks for coming back to the Daily Bern. I'm your host, Sean Yankee, and today I wanted to start by wishing our man Bernie a late happy birthday. I donated a fat 27 for Bernard's birthday. How about you? What did you do for Bernie's birthday? How'd you celebrate Mr. Sanders on his birthday? But welcome back to the Bern. Today I thought we'd talk a little bit about how far we've come. I spend a lot of time on this show talking about our fight and how we fight and what we do in our fight and what we need to do and, keeping your mind right and motivating yourself and all of that. And that's all important. But I want to focus a little bit today on the fact that we're winning. We don't think about that enough. And I think we need to focus on that, really. We are winning. Don't get lazy, but know that we're winning. We are doing what needs to be done. This is how change takes place. It's the only way that change takes place. Millions of people standing united and demanding it. That's it. That's the only way it happens. And I'm not into politics. I know I have a political show I do here every day, so that kind of blows you away maybe to hear that, but I'm not into politics. I believe in this revolution. I believe in this movement, what Bernie has put together for us, because that's what needs to happen. That is how change takes place. That's why I believe in this. That's why I've committed myself to it. And that's why I'm going to do all I can to make sure that we win. But we're kicking ass. And I thought I'd highlight that today. For example, we have 3 million people volunteering to get Bernie elected president. 3 million for a political candidate in a country where, as much as we brag about being the leaders of the free world and democracy this, democracy that, 60% of our population can't even be bothered to vote. They don't participate. They don't care. In that climate, in that society, 3 million people have put aside their own personal time and dedicated it to helping get Bernie elected president. That's amazing. They don't talk about this stuff on the media, so I wanted to talk about it today. Because these are the things we need to focus on. These are the things that are going to inspire us and help us moving forward. Focusing on what we're up against can be overwhelming. Why do that? Why even bother with that? We're up against it. It's there. Acknowledge it, yeah. Figure out ways to deal with it, of course. But focus on it, we're going to overwhelm it. That's how we're going to deal with it. I already know what we're going to do. And we're not there yet. That's what's so weird about this fight, is that since we've never been taught how to do it, even how to participate in democracy, we don't know what we're doing. We're swinging in the dark, but we are doing fantastic. Bernie has laid the groundwork, right? He's organized it, put it together, spent years building it up for us, and he's handing it off to us and letting us know that if we take responsibility and we take ownership of this, we can win. We can win. All we got to do is own it. All we got to do is all we can do, and we are. We are close to 3 million individual donations. That means 3 million times regular people like me and you have reached into their pocket and given money to Bernie Sanders, a politician, in an election in this country. We've raised almost $30 million, averaging $18 apiece. Unheard of. Unheard of. Bernie is able to campaign like crazy all around this country, doing 8, 9 events at every stop, because we are doing fantastic. We bought a politician, and enough of us understand that and are doing all we can, even when it hurts, to chip in and contribute because we are up against big money interests. You know, I don't know if you've seen it, but they are investing big money in TV ads to fight Medicare for all, and they are full of lies and fear porn, just scaring people to death about taxes and not being able to choose your doctor and misleading them about every bit, every part of what Medicare for all actually means for people. They're going to do their best to fight us every step of the way. So the fact that we're competing at such a level, we came into it this time the front runners. This is much different than 2015. You know, we're being given a second chance, but we're being given a better opportunity. What happened in 2016 is awful. I don't wish it on anybody. I wish it had never happened. But the fact that it did, and what Bernie did in the meantime, by building up the movement, increasing his popularity, increasing his notoriety, getting the message out there, informing voters all across this country, going to Trump places, talking to the people, helping them understand how they got fooled, how they got took. These people that believed in Trump and thought he was going to make a difference. Bernie went and talked to these people. He went to coal country, explained to them that Trump had lied, that coal is dying, and we need to look at other avenues. We're not going to be able to save your coal job. That we're moving away from that. He was able to go there and tell these people that, be honest with them in a way that not only they accepted, but that made sense to them and that they were able to agree with and come to terms with. That we're going to work on improving the country's infrastructure and roads and bridges, and that's going to give high-paying jobs to the people. Good high-paying jobs that are sustainable with good benefits. And then as far as Medicare for all goes, we need to inform people. We're going to be up against a lot of propaganda on this one, big time. And misinformation. A lot of times I think that these other shills like Elizabeth Warren and Kamala Harris that have their own versions of Medicare for all are doing so to muddy the waters and to confuse people. Bernie's is straightforward. Bernie's is the way it needs to be, the way we need to go. These other Medicare for all plans are not Medicare for all. They are bastardizations of it, and I think their entire purpose is to confuse and misdirect people. And, both versions, Elizabeth Warren's and Kamala Harris's, keep private insurance and then also make it optional. And we don't need that. We don't need no half measures, no middle ground. We're not here to negotiate. It needs to be Medicare for all, and that the pharmaceutical industry and the insurance industry and all these people that are killing people with their greed in the healthcare industry, they need to die off. And I understand that Medicare for all kills them off. That's good. Good. I'm glad. Let's have it yesterday. They need to be killed off. They're killing people every day with their greed, and their greed will never be satisfied. They'll never stop on their own. They're never going to see the light and go, man, let's treat these people. Let's give them the treatment that they pay for. You can't even get your insurance that you pay for. You can't get the coverage that you pay for. They fight you every step of the way. And God forbid you get really sick. Then they're going to want to refuse coverage. They're going to look for every reason they can to pull it. And that's exactly why we need Medicare for all. You don't need to be able to pull it. If I work for 20 years at my job and I have insurance and I pay into it for 20 years and I'm hardly ever sick, one day I come down with cancer. The last thing I should have to worry about is losing my insurance. We need to supply health care to every citizen as a human right. It's the right thing to do. We need to get a living wage in this country. Capitalism cannot survive if there aren't consumers to buy your product. If people don't have money to buy your cheaply made, Chinese bullshit that you're selling at Walmart. They can't buy it. It just sits on the shelf. No one buys it. Walmart goes out of business. Capitalism can't survive if people can't spend any money. You got to put money into the economy in order to make it work. These rich bastards don't want to do that. I work a minimum wage type job in fast food, and I had an argument with a coworker the other day. He was defending it, saying that because in my state they passed it by 2015, the minimum wage is going to be $12 an hour. So it's going to go up slowly from now till then. And he was saying, well, we're going to go out of business and tacos are going to cost $6 a piece. And I'm like, that's crazy. That's what you've been led to believe, and that's all lies. The CEO of McDonald's made over $50 million last year. Cut that guy. I just saved you $50 million. In Denmark, they make $20 an hour, and a Big Mac only costs 40 cents more than it does here in the States. So it's fear mongering. They want to convince you they can't afford to pay. Because I told him, if Taco Bell was to charge $6 for a taco, they would go out of business, and another business would come in and take their place. And they would learn how to compete in the market. That's the way it works. That's the way it should work. Let them replace everybody with robots. Let them do that. Let them run their businesses into the ground, and then a new business will come up in McDonald's place. You see what I'm saying? It's the way capitalism is supposed to work. The way a free market is supposed to work. You know, that's what we're doing in this fight. We're changing things. And one of the main things that we have to change is the average person's perception of what they're worth, what they're entitled to. Most people don't even realize that all around the world, every country in our economic status provides healthcare to its people as a human right. That in Canada, when you go to the doctor, you don't pull out your wallet. You go to get your medicine, you don't pull out your wallet. You already paid for it. It's part of your taxes. That's what we're doing in this fight. We're trying to move society into a place where it benefits the people. We already have socialism. They've trained people to be afraid of that word. We already have it. It's just for the rich. Think of the Wall Street bailouts. Think of bank bailouts. Think of all of the times that you've heard of these corporations being bailed out. That's not the way a free market's supposed to work. That's not the way capitalism's supposed to work. If a business can't succeed or is failing, it should be allowed to die. And these banks that are too big to fail shouldn't exist. And that's what we're doing in this fight. If you want to be part of it, I include a link in the description of every Daily Bern to BernieSanders.com. Please go there and see if there's any way that you can help out the campaign by joining the 3 million of us that are volunteering to help get Bernie elected, or donate any amount. Any amount is good. 27 was our average the first time around. 18's our average this time. But $1, anything. Like I said, we bought a politician, so we got to kick in. When the hat comes around, chuck a few bucks in. You know what I'm saying? And just do all you can. Anything would be awesome. Share news, share the truth. Talk to people, talk to your friends. Talk to one new person about Bernie. We can win this. We just have to do all that we can. But I really believe that that is what is going to win this. Little things. Just little gestures, little things. Stepping out of your comfort zone, doing something that scares you, challenges you. Challenge yourself. Put yourself out there. Throw a bumper sticker on your car and see if that don't start some conversations. Wear your Bernie gear out in public. If you're feeling brave, set up a table. Do some tabling. Talk to people. Do all that you can. Maybe you're an introvert. I understand that. I have times where all I want to do is sit in the dark. Trust me, I have a lot of hard times. I'm like anyone else. Share some news. Share some truth. Fight some propaganda. Sprinkle a little bit of truth. Don't go looking for fights. I'm not saying get on Facebook and try to get into political debates. That's a waste of time. Don't argue with stupid people. They'll drag you down to their level and beat you with experience. Just sprinkle truth. Share the truth. When you see a media hit piece or some propaganda, let them know the truth. Don't stick around for the rebuttals from the brainwashed. Just drop the truth and be on your way. Do what you can, but don't overwhelm yourself. Just do all you can. That's all we got to do. It's going to be little things. This fight is weird. Like I said, we've never been taught how to do it. You're never trained or taught in school or any other time how to participate in democracy, how to participate politically, how to make a change, how to make a difference, how to come together. They never taught you that because we were indoctrinated. We were trained to be good workers. We weren't educated. We weren't taught to be free thinkers. You weren't ever taught to think for yourself. There was no creative thought class in school. They trained you to repeat what you were told, to follow rules, repeat, perform basic functions. They trained you to be a worker. And they don't want you to know how to participate in democracy. They prefer it that way. A lot of times I was recently on a show with a guy who doesn't believe in voting. Like I said, 60% of people can't even be bothered to participate in the democratic process. And that's a big problem. And this guy, he happens to be an active, aware, informed person, just does not believe in voting. And I went on his show because I try to stay in his feed, because he has a large following and none of these people believe in voting. And these are all woke and aware people, people that should be in our fight. But I did that interview to put it out there. I didn't go on there expecting to change anybody's mind, and I don't think I did. I went out there just to say, this is what we got to do. This is the right way. What you're saying is not going to accomplish anything. You can't make any change that way. Do I understand why you're jaded? Do I understand why you're disenfranchised? Why you don't have any faith in the system? Yeah, I understand. I understand completely. I'm fully aware of how rigged up and corrupt it all is. I know what we're up against. I'm realistic. But I'm not going to join you in your pity party. I can't sit on my hands with you, and I have to be there to tell you that this is not the way to make change. This whining and complaining about how rigged it is not how you change it. You overwhelm it. You take it down. You come together by the millions. You stand united and you rebuild it into something that works for the people. We have to take it. We have to kick in the doors of power. I said that wrong, but we have to kick in the doors and take this. We're not coming to negotiate. We're not coming to ask nicely. We're going to have to take this. And this is our fight. We need to own that. When enough of us own that and move forward united, we will win. There's absolutely nothing they can do to stop us. We will win. We're going to win. Not Bernie. Us. We're going to do this. This is our fight. We are doing this. Like I said, we're doing fantastic. And the campaign is doing fantastic. This is all going very well. I really couldn't ask for better. And like I said, I'm a person that doesn't really believe in politics. I just believe in this movement. And I see how hard they're working, the campaign. And I know that if we hold up our end, we're going to win. We will win. Not Bernie. Us. And then we keep fighting. I think we all understand this fight does not end when we get Bernie elected president. This fight continues. We stay in this. That's the only way this change happens. We don't go back to sleep when Bernie gets elected. Bernie's not coming to save the day. Electing Bernie will be like a nuclear strike to the establishment power structure. It will inspire millions. It will help us move our revolution forward. But we have to keep doing the work. We have to commit to that and understand it. And I think enough of us will. I really believe that. We're going to reach a tipping point and there'll be nothing they can do. But thanks again, guys, for coming to the Daily Bern. And if you shared, thank you so much. That helps out more than you know, and this message needs to spread and get out there, so thank you. But real quick, next, let's get into Bernie events. We're going to have to skip the news today. I usually go through the news with you guys, but my internet is down. I don't have any internet today, and I couldn't pull up news stories, and all I could pull up was the little dinosaur that tells you that you don't have any internet. My service is out, and I'm having to do a whole lot of extra steps in order to even do a burn today. But they're saying I might not have service till Wednesday, so we may have to go without news for a couple of days. But let's do Bernie events. We do Bernie events every day. If you want to stay in touch with Bernie events and what's going on in the campaign, text Bernie to 67760. That will enroll you in the texting program, and volunteers like me will text out alerts when there's relevant things in your area, or rallies and things like that, or news of the revolution. Or get the Bern app. You can get that anywhere you get phone apps. That keeps you plugged into the campaign too, and allows you to do other cool things like record a My Bernie story, and also records you as statistically as a supporter. So that one's pretty cool. Or watch this show every day, and I'll keep you informed in Bernie events. What's going on with the campaign is today they are having a big rally in Denver, Colorado. Check that out. Hopefully, I'll be able to find a feed and share it on my Facebook page for you guys. But check that out. There'll be a big rally from Denver, Colorado today. Well, that's what's going on with the campaign. Like I said, the campaign is doing a fantastic job. They are working really hard. Bernie is out doing as many events as they possibly can. They're doing everything they can. All that we have to do is all that we can, and we'll win this. So do what you can. Do something every day. Try to do something each day for the revolution. Commit to it. Pick whatever it's going to be. You know, I'm going to share 3 news stories every day. I'm going to talk to one stranger. I'm going to create one conversation with the stranger every day about Bernie. I'm going to reach out to one friend or family member every day. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Whatever it is for you, pick something and then do it every day. Because you will find, even if you pick something that you love, there's going to be days that you don't want to do it. And on those days, it's going to be crucial that you push through and do it anyway. And through discipline, we're going to reach our goal. You have the discipline to make sure that you keep pushing forward, keep doing the work, and we can't lose. If enough of us do that, enough of us put in the work, make the commitment to put in the work, because a dream without the work is always going to stay a dream. It's never going to come to life. It will never come to be if you don't do the work. But if enough of us commit to the work, and we put it in every day, when we want to and when we don't, when it's hard and when it's easy, then we will win. There's absolutely nothing that they can do to stop us. And they will try everything. They will throw everything at us. But they won't be able to do anything to stop us if we stay together, we put in the work, and we keep moving forward. And when they knock us down, we get back up, keep moving forward. Don't let anything stop us. Don't get it in your head that we're not going to win. Keep a warrior mentality. Keep it in your head that we are going to win, that we are doing what needs to happen, that we are on the right path, and this is going to work. Just know that. Own it. Radiate it. Confidence attracts. We're the front runners. Let's act like it. You know what I mean? Let's have that confidence. I'm not saying be cocky. Don't be cocky. Don't be Hillary supporters in 2016. But own the fact that we're winning, that we're on the right path. Know that in your mind. And that confidence will radiate when you talk about it. When you talk about the revolution, when you talk about our movement, that confidence in it will radiate through. And that will be inspiring. That will inspire people that you're talking to be a part of it. They will want to join. People like to do what's popular, and they also like to be on the winning team. We got to use our advantages and our strengths. Be smart, be intelligent. We're the statistically smarter group. So let's use that. Let's use our intelligence and get creative with this problem. And take it on. As it comes, Don't focus on the obstacles. Don't focus on what we're up against, how big it is. Focus on our strengths and how to best use them to win. And that's how we do this. Little things and constant forward momentum. Do not stop. Do not back down. Do not cave. Do not allow them to break your spirit. And we'll win. That's a fact. All we have to do is all that we can. And thank you guys for hanging out with me today. And I will see all of you right here again tomorrow for a brand new episode of the Daily Bern. Keep fighting out there. Keep doing all that you're doing. I'll see you tomorrow.